What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy, and this is One Piece, episodes 503 and 504, the ongoing adventures in what the heck is going on in Goa Kingdom while I'm in misery. It's great. I'm loving it. I'm having such a good time. Can't you tell? If you want that full length reaction, go to patreon.com/nerdynightly. But if you don't, stay here, because you're already here, and I simply must know what happened to Sabo. I simply must. What a start, huh? What a start. Oh, Sabo, my boy. Oh, the last thing they need is bad news. Put Sabo's bad news with the Dan and Ace showing up. Yeah, to keep the episode from being too heavy. Ace, you fucking legend. What?
Luffy.
Aww. Ace, don't be mean to your brother. You were missing for 2 days, buddy. Fuck. Let's go, team. Holy shit. Dan. That's that mom strength. You know what I mean? That's that shit. The whole bush moved? You could have just run. Fucking hate the celestial dragons. Getting fired up. Cause he eats the fire fruit? Gave Luffy the best chance to survive. The whole military? One day we're gonna get like Roger flashbacks, right? That's why I decided to take care of Ace by registering him legally in the foster care of you. I'm still baffled by the registered part. Oh fuck, no. Oh my god. This makes Luffy punching the celestial dragon in like, was that like 396? I think completely different, right? Sabo was killed by this country, by this world. Oda's fucking cooking. Holy shit. But you have to grow up to be that man, Ace. You tied him up outside? This is a totally unrelated point, but where did Ace learn the concept that crying is like a girl's thing? If he was raised mostly by Dan being the only woman in his life, she doesn't seem like the kind of, you know what I mean? Like, where is that sort of like learned behavior coming from? The crossed out S on Ace's arm is for Sabo. Oh god, Oda. This is so beautiful. Our brotherhood is my treasure. Let it out, but it feels good. Crying's good for you. I say as I'm fucking... This fucking show. It's gonna cost me an ass load in toilet paper.
いくら貴族と言っても、相手は世界政府と天竜人だぜ。
Honestly, his dad's probably pleased his punch not to deal with that kid anymore.
ログスポ飯も食わずに。つっても俺たちの倍は。
But he still eats twice as much as we do. So much fucking happened in this arc. Holy shit. Unnecessary, Ace.
中間の森に隠してた財宝は全部なくなってた。
No.
もっと強くなりたい。もっともっともっともっと
Damn,
もっ
Luffy.
と。
You will, bud.
覚えとけルフィ。俺は死なねえ。
You can't say that, Ace.
約束だ。俺は絶対に死なねえ。
No, no. Oh, fuck!
でもきっと自由とは反対の何かだ。
That it certainly is.
いつか必ず海へ出て思いのままに生きよう。誰よりも自由に。
That music hit. Oh.
ジジイも敵になる。命がけだ。
Yeah, Garp will be your enemy.
俺たちは海賊になるんだ。
So Luffy left at 17 because of Sabo. What a beautiful final image just of that kid happy on the sea. Oh, wow. What's up, chat? How you doing? Is that the end of it? Should I watch another episode or should I redo the intro and this is just a one-off? Because, like, I don't know what's left in this arc. Yeah, it seems it's pretty wrapped up, right? We got to Ace promising he won't die. Rough. I don't think Sabo's actually dead, right? But I don't know. You know that, like, there's that thing of, like, well, we didn't see a body. But when it's kids, I understand if we don't see the body. You know what I mean? Like, there's a level of the hat is enough because it's a kid. If he was an adult, I'd be like, the hat's not enough. It's that weird thing of, like, I understand as a artist being like, I want to have this child die in my story because it means something. But the audience doesn't need to see that. And I agree with that. I do think that that's a choice. So I really don't know with Sabo. Like, the tough thing with Sabo is why bring him back, right? In the present. Unless there's another episode, you know, unless this arc continues for a while. But, yeah. Wow. That was a lot. That was very sad. That letter was beautiful. That letter was very, very well done, Sabo. But, yeah, just this arc hurt, man. And Ace's death hurt. This has been a wild ride. I can't promise you're not going to die. Everybody's going to die. It is wild how much this arc informs so much of my understanding of Luffy, though, right? Where so many of his ideas about freedom and protecting his crew and all of those things come from Ace and Sabo and this time they had together. This year of his life is so formative for who Luffy becomes as a pirate, as a captain. It's really, really cool. Beautifully done. So sad. And, like, God, so dark. This world is so dark, but it's just... It kind of needs to be to justify the kind of story Oda's telling. Like, he needs to go there in order for us to be able to, like, be on board with everything else that kind of goes there. And that, to me, is just... It's so completely successful that I'm just... God, I love this show. It hurts to watch sometimes, but I just love it. Let's watch next episode. Let's see where this is going, and if I need to record some more outro, I will.
ほら見ろよ。船もでっけえ。580。581。
Wait, what? Dragon just going around to where all the kids are from?
バナタ、それは。 これはひどい。
おい手当てを急げ
Sabo. Dragon did save him.
世界貴族の式典を見物していた。
So, did Sabo...
お前と一緒だと目立って仕方ないからな。
顔これ
Dude, you're 10 feet tall.
こうしよう。バルティガへ帰還する。
Treat him now. That, he has Sabo, right? Dragon saved him. Cried for nothing. Kid's fine.
人々はまた全てを繰り返し、ガラクタ山はガラクタ山に戻った。
Jesus. We never change, huh? He's still learning. He's getting better, but he's still learning.
やっぱゴムなんて戦闘向きじゃねえんだよ。
うるせえ黙れ
Just wait until he drops a Gatlin on you.
なあサボ
Woof. I know the kid's alive, but damn, that sucks.
サボは優しい兄ちゃんだった
なんだよ、俺が死んだ方が良かったのか。
んなこと言ってねえだろ
Ace, what the fuck? What kind of a leap was that? Oh, so you want me to be dead?
お前らダダンの国だぞ
風呂はたまに借りる。
Let me use your bath sometimes. They're still kids, man. Let me use your bath sometimes. Is there a new... Oh, the bear, right.
クマだぞ
ああ、一人で生きるんだろ。
You said you wanted to live on your own, huh? Yeah, what? Jesus Christ, this arc never fucking stops hurting children. Oh my god. These poor kids, their childhood was insanity. I got hurt a lot, but it was because I was fucking around on my downhill bike, not because I was trying to grow up to fight the government.
俺はダメだ。全然ダメだ。
Oh, Ace. You just gotta learn this lesson, man. That's all it is.
すまねえ、ルフィ。
You gotta have a crew.
いつかその弟が世話になったっていう赤髪の船長に挨拶に行くのが筋ってもんだろ。
Huh.
まずは
Wow, there's still fucking menaces all around town, huh?
大事なもん忘れてるぞ。
そうかごちそうさまでした
黙れガキだも。
We forgot to say thank you for the, thievery. Luffy. Oh, ow, it hurts so much. Ugh.
今日は熊鍋だ。
Bear meat stew. I wonder if that'd be good. I've never had bear. These two, an 11-year-old and an 8-year-old, are such menaces that people in town are like, nope. 10 on 1, not enough of us. What in the murder bot is fucking happening now? At some point in this episode, Luffy will successfully gum pistol somebody, right? He's got to get his first... Oh my god, Garp, what are you doing? How did they become pirates? I was such a kind and caring father figure for them. Ba-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. 7 years later. Oh, it's their goodbye. That's what this is the final episode of this arc, isn't it? Because they have to say goodbye. Because Ace is 17 and he has to leave. Leaving Luffy alone.
じゃあなルフィ、俺は先に行くぞ。
俺だって3年経って海へ出るときは
Oh, Luffy's handling this great. Never mind.
頑張れよエース
達者だな。
You know, like, Luffy and Ace don't see each other till Alabasta. But that isn't actually that long, right? Like, people go to college for 4 years. Like, this isn't really that crazy. They got to spend 7 years together, which is beautiful, right?
世話になったありがとうって
Oh, the Dan. Damn. Do we get to see the Dan find out that Ace is dead? Missed by a little. You punched through solid rock. Okay. Okay. He built Ace's doghouse onto his doghouse.
海賊船も仲間たちも映ってる。すっげえな、エース。
Let's go.
負けるもんか。
I'm not gonna laugh at, but I'm gonna top him. I'm not gonna laugh at that.
今までいろいろありがとな。そらテレビじゃねえか、あれなんて。
They did end up being a family, you know? They really did. The Dan just can't.
お前らは好きだ。バカ言ってねえで早く出てきやがれ。
Damn, that was very sweet. Honestly, the way the relationship between Ace, Luffy, and Dan grew throughout this arc is one of my favorite things about it. It's so natural and stayed true to their characters, but, you know, we got there.
Sabo! 見ててくれ!
Wow, Luffy left with a lot less than Ace did.
エースって誰だ？
さあ
じゃあ、俺行くからよ。
That's very funny.
とうとう行っちゃいましたね、村長。寂しくね。
He's finally leaving. I'm gonna miss him.
いやー、今日はいい船出日和だな。
You don't have a sail. You're in a rowboat, Luffy.
出たか、金塊の主。
Wait, what? So this is how Luffy ends up in the barrel? Let's go! Wait, that was so much cooler than I thought it was gonna be.
思い知ったか、魚め。
500 episodes later, he beats the sea monster that took Shank's arm in one hit. That's so sick, Oda. That's so fucking sick.
海賊王に。俺はなる。
Holy shit. That, I have goosebumps. That was so cool. Oh, that's not the end of the episode. Oh, okay. Oh, and now the present. Okay. What an arc.
俺は弱い。
For now. Luffy. Yes, you are currently too weak to become the king of the pirates. But that is a momentary setback. That is a problem of the moment and not a problem of forever. You're going to get stronger. Look at what you did while you were living in the Goa Kingdom. And look what you've become since then. You know what I mean? Wow. Wow, what an arc. What an incredible, like, prequel to the show. You know, like, we fully just did the prequel to kind of everything. There's plenty of other flashbacks that they can do, but in terms of Luffy, I feel like those are all the big ones. We've seen all of the, like, most important pre-pirate parts of his childhood. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's other things that will come up, but, like... Wow. Way to crush it, making me give a shit about Sabo as fast as he did. It is Oda's, like, superpower, right? He introduces a character, and then you do care about them very quickly. Characters don't need a ton of time in his stories. Now, granted, 10 episodes, or what was this? 504, and that arc ended in 593 was the start of this arc, right? So, or 493. So 11 episodes is a full season of television of any other anime. Like, that's crazy, right? Like, you know, like Dan is on the air right now. It's going to be, what, 12 episodes, season 2? Or season 1, Cur 2, or whatever they're calling it, but it's season 2. And it's just fascinating, right? Looking at this is like, wow, you really cared about Sabo so fast. He got a full season of TV. It's just that the way One Piece goes, it feels different. No, it had to be 12. Yeah. Wait, how's it 12? Doesn't matter. I don't know what I'm doing. Wow. Man, I want Sabo to show up as an adult just because I don't want him to have died, but like it is really well done. I'm sure Dragon saved him, and I think putting it there is good because who knows when he's gonna show up. I have a feeling it wouldn't be till after the time skip, and I just think leaving off for like a year of episodes thinking that this kid died is really rough, and I can understand why you want to hint enough without killing the momentum of the show. You want to hint enough that he's going to come back. And Dragon being there, I just can't imagine Dragon left that kid to drown. You know what I mean? I don't buy it. So Sabo will return. But Ace never met him. Or he did, and he just doesn't. Here's the thing. If Sabo was alive, I'm not saying that Ace would have brought it up at Marineford. I feel like Ace would have brought it up at Alabasta. I don't know how I feel about that. And if Sabo and Ace never met in the 3 years in between, is it just because the Revolutionary Armies and the 4 emperors don't really intermix much, and so they didn't see each other? It's a big planet. 3 years is a long time, but it's a planet, right? Like, you could spend a lot of time on the seas not seeing somebody. And if Sabo isn't a pirate, but he's like a Revolutionary Army general or something, then he might not have a bounty because he might be secretive, right? Like, the thing about the Revolutionary Army is that we see bounties for all these pirates. We don't really see bounties for Dragon. People seem to know who he is and that he's wanted, but there's not like bounties for him. And maybe there is, they just haven't, or maybe we have seen it, I'm forgetting, but it just seems like the way the government treats the Revolutionary Army and the pirates is very different. And so Sabo might be alive fighting for the Revolutionary Armies, and he's not known because they're trying to keep him a secret or something. Maybe he has a sick devil fruit and like he's a secret weapon for the Revolutionary Army at this point. I could see it being something like that. It's wild though that if Sabo is with the Revolutionary Army, then wouldn't Imperio Ivankov been like, hey, Luffy, I know your brother. You would think that at some point in the 7 years that he would have been with... Oh, but wow. But how long has Ivan been in jail? It's tough. It is tough. I'm trying to piece this all together in my head. This arc rocked. This episode was great. Really enjoyed it. I thought Ace and Luffy was going to be a more like tearful goodbye than it was, but... there's so much hope in both of them that they're going to get stronger, that they're going to do more. I think both of them, seeing Sabo still there in their training, even though he's gone, is beautiful. I love the connection the three of them have. There's just so much here that rocks. Honestly, if the next episode takes place in the present day, I wouldn't mind if we cut over to Sabo watching the news and find out about Ace's death. Like, Sabo matters enough to their backstory now, and might matter enough in the future. I would like to see his response to this. I think that would be valuable to the show because I care about him a lot. I like his design. It's very cool. I like the way he looks. We never saw him put his goggles on, I don't think, and I kind of want to see him put his goggles on, but I don't know if he can actually take them off the top hat. They might be ornamental solely. I thought we were going to finally see goggled up Sabo running into the fire, but obviously he didn't get outside. Wild. What a wild arc of storytelling, and just like Oda continuing to be like, I'm really fucking good at this. Oh, writing? I'm really fucking good at this. So enjoy, motherfuckers. Oh man, I know the live action will never get here, but I don't know how they would do this arc. You would have to cut back so much on the child violence. In live action, audiences just would make people very uncomfortable. It really would. But yeah, damn, yeah, it's One Piece, man. It still continues to be so good. It's so well written. There is something about post Skypiea One Piece. It does feel like, look, One Piece was great before Skypiea, but the show, like Oda's writing, really, really is at a level that I just don't think we see much of ever in writers on the planet. You know what I mean? Like, there is a quality to his storytelling and to his commitment to his themes and a exploration of like this world that shouldn't work but just does purely based on vibes, that is really next level. And what's so staggering is that, like, Skypiea was hundreds of episodes ago, and he's maintained this quality since then that I just think, you know, obviously there's some stuff in Thriller Bark that Toei overdid, but other than some of like Toei's editions, which I think are the weakest parts of the shows, genuinely, which is why I don't really react to the filler anymore, is the consistency with 300 episodes of television of this quality, based on not obviously he didn't write the episodes, but based on his writing, and you know, frame for frame, taking a lot of panels and straight up putting them in the show. It's an insane run, man. And I just don't see it slowing down right now. I know there's pacing problems in the future because people keep bringing them up and being like, but like, no one ever says there's writing problems. And I just think that that's so cool. It's such a joy to experience his world. Even when it's dark, and even when it hurts, and even when I'm like uncomfortable with what's happening on screen, it's still a joy to get to experience a world this meticulously put to screen, and so beautifully put to screen, and with characters whose hearts are just bigger than mine could ever be, and the inspiration that they are, and the beauty of it. I'm assuming the next episode is Straw Hat stuff, right? Like, we're gonna go like see where everyone's at on their different islands. I don't know. Wild. This is fucking banging. Just absolutely banging, Oda. Oh man, I just want to shake his hand and be like, you crushed it. If you like the video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments down below, because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess is Dan. You were a big old meanie, but you had a soft center and you had a hard time showing it, but you did the best that you could, and I think that's admirable. If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at Nerdy Nightly. Do something nerdy tonight. Bye.